So I see a whole lot of stuff that's going on, and we're gonna break a lot more Lil Durk stuff today and tomorrow because there's a lot of BS that's been flying around, and nobody caught this yesterday. But Durk caught a massive W. But let's get to these 10 pages real quick so y'all can get caught up on everything. All right, so basically what y'all looking at right here is the federal hush order. They just hit Durk and his folks with. So I know it's October 28th, 2025, but I'm going to be fair. I've been busy with life, so it is what it is. So while y'all was going through IG and all that stuff and all these fake ass god dang headlines, listen, the feds and Durk lawyers were signing off on a deal saying, yo, we keeping everything under wraps, no leaks, no screenshots, no my cousin said nothing. Both sides agree. If leaks, somebody going down. And the craziest part, Durk can't even look at his own damn discovery. Yep. He can't look at nothing. And that's one of the things that, that's one of the things that Big U did. He said, nah, hell nah, I want to see the stuff my doggone self. So basically, that's like blindfolding Lil Durk. See, they got a phrase that they're using right now. It's called attorney's eyes only. That means it's so sensitive, only the lawyers can see it. Not the defendants, not their families, not nobody. You could be facing years, but you can't peek at the evidence that they got on you, which is wild as hell. It's like saying, we'll let you fight, but we're going to keep the punches invisible. So you start asking yourself, what the hell is in them files that's so dangerous? The feds got to hide it from the people on trial. Don't worry. I'm going to explain what the hell is really going on because they're trying to act like it's going to get deeper than deep. The U.S. attorneys, they saying basically, these dudes wrote this thing down. We going to go ahead and get them all. Who wrote it all down? Everybody from Durk to DD to all these cats. So basically, they're saying you can't copy nothing, you can't print nothing, you can't even talk about anything outside this room with your clients. If one USB stick go missing, somebody's career gonna be over. And the way this thing reads, even a whisper about what's inside can get you smoked legally. So that's how they tighten it down. Now here's the part that'll make you raise your goddamn eyebrows. If this stuff ever hits court, it's sealed. No public access, no transparency, no judge gonna read it behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like the Epstein files. If the defense want to file it, they got to black out half the page first. It's like the feds said, we'll show you, but only after we hide what matters. And if they slip up, they just relabel it, attorney's eyes only, and move on. So Durk's lawyers got to sit him down and be like, look, bro, you can't touch this. You can't read it. You can't even know what's in it. If they get replaced, all that evidence got to get returned or destroyed in 30 days. No exceptions. That's just the seriousness nature of this protective order. It's less about justice, it's more about control. Because you can tell they don't want no street version of these files making rounds online. They know that discovery ever leaks, the whole internet would go insane and Ceddy Nash will be reading for about 2 goddamn hours. So by the end of this day, it's going to sound like a legal muzzle. The feds can call it protection, but let's keep it a buck, right? It's really about containment. Whatever's in those drives, those phone extractions, those jail calls, is heavy. Heavy enough that they don't even trust the defendants with it. They say it's about safety, but feel like, yeah, whatever. It's really hiding something bigger. And if we know anything about these cases, when they seal something tight, it's because they know something inside is about to shake the room. And I think we ain't going to see nothing until basically it has to come out. And what I mean is this. There's a lot of cats on the internet that may be ready to go tell, but that story ain't finna be true. I got one more thing to show y'all, though. This is why you get the big dogs, because nothing gonna slip, nothing gonna mess up. And they've been basically pushing to see the evidence early, which means they gonna strategize, they gonna come up with a whole bunch of things. And ultimately, it's gonna be a W for Durk because the judge already said in the beginning, bro, hey, Durk, you win this case, good to go. You lose this case, you can't take the materials back to your cell. You can't take nothing back to your cell. You can't talk about nothing. You can't say nothing at all. So since that was already signed off last year, then why the hell not? Now we go to trial in 2 months. It's basically November already. We go to trial in 2 months. Y'all better figure this shit out immediately. You see what I'm saying? But here's the crazier part, right? You probably gonna have to hire some more people. I ain't gonna lie. There's going to be experts who are going to be able to basically counteract what certain people are saying, such as like cell phone tower data, other experts and stuff like that, don't be surprised if you see the hip hop dude come through and talk about lyrics, because one of the things, and I want to go back at everybody who is saying Durk is fried, Durk is fried, Durk is fried. And I'm not going to tell y'all the YouTuber that I had a good heated conversation with. But basically, he's like, yo, Durk is fried. And I'm like, how? He's like, well, it's this and it's that, and it's this and it's that. And I'm like, no. Time out, bro. Let me ask you a question. If the Fed's case was so solid, why the hell does the Jackie Boy or the Wonder Boy and Jackie, whatever the hell that song is called, why are they still pushing that? Like, if your case was that good, why are you pushing something that doesn't even fully apply? What you talking about, Nash? Well, if y'all listen to the lyrics, right, they say that Durk knows that Quando Rondo has a mom. And they say that he's at a green light yelling, no, no, no. According to the song, Quando Rondo is supposed to be the dead one. Not Lil Pop. I just had a brain freeze there. So I'm just curious, bro. Even if these lyrics are supposed to be fake true, he didn't die at a green light. He died at the doggone, what's the name? He died on the sidewalk, basically, when the cops pulled him out. Or he died at a shooting at a freaking gas station. In that song, does it say, we catch you at a gas station, peel your top off? They was almost going to kill him at a dispensary. So where the lyrics at for that? Yeah, nah. And I think, I really believe wholeheartedly that the way in which they're operating, the feds, they're either distracting to keep them here at their song so they can pass all this other bullshit, or the feds know that they ain't really got nothing. Because, bruh, they damn near about to get this case thrown out before it even gets started. What you talking about, Nash? Roll it. So right here, the feds just catched a big ass L out in California. The judge basically said, Bilal, I can't even say his name, who been acting like the big dog, the Acting U.S. attorney, ain't even supposed to be in his seat. Straighten up. Dude's out here signing papers, pushing indictments, talking like he the boss, but legally, he wasn't even authorized to do that. The judge flat out said, Essayli unlawfully assumed the role, meaning after July 29, 2025, when he was resigned from his interim position, he lost all authority, but kept acting like he's still in charge. Now, here's where it gets crazy. The defense teams for multiple cases, Ramirez, Garcia Jr., Rojas, they try to jump on that and say, hold up, if he wasn't legally the United States attorney, then all them indictments he touched got to be tossed out, right? That's the slick move. But the judge hit him with a half win, half loss. He said, yeah, Essayli was unlawfully serving, so he can't keep acting like the boss, but that don't mean every case falls apart. The judge explained that even though Essayli was out of pocket, other properly authorized prosecutors signed on the indictment. So basically, the cases will stand because the paperwork was still valid, just not through him. The feds dodged the bullet, though, because that's like finding out your team coach wasn't supposed to be coaching. But since the assistant coach is still called the plays, the game still counts. So now, the court disqualified Essayli from being the acting United States attorney moving forward. He can't play the role no more. But he ain't fully out the game either. The judge said he still gets to be first assistant United States attorney. That's like second in command. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't the captain, you're the co-captain. So he can still do his regular duties, just not pretend to be the top boss again. Bottom line, this ruling exposes some messy internal politics in the feds. Dude was illegally holding power for months, and if he'd been the only one signing off on these indictments, a lot of cases might have collapsed. The judge basically said you was wrong, but not wrong enough to break the system. Still, this kind of slip up, you know what I'm saying? The defense attorneys gonna eat this shit alive on the appeal. So I'm telling you now, the judge basically said he's right, but yeah, hell nah. I factually believe if they could speed the process up in the Supreme Court hears this, there's no way that this shit stands. They had to throw all the cases out, bro. They just do. And then these cases had to become state cases and all of this shit and everything. And since Durk is already being held in a federal penitentiary in goddamn California, it ain't gonna be nothing for LAPD to come and scoop him up and for the feds to pass along that info. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I'm concerned, bro, that attorney ain't supposed to be there. You can't tell me, hey, bro, technically he's wrong. Everything he touched is not supposed to be. But, you know, since the other attorneys acted right, he's good to go. So that means what exactly? Like, I'm trying to understand that part. It's like I said when I was reading it, I'm like, bro, this is right. They're right. He's not supposed to be here, and they should be throwing this stuff out. So they're gonna have to find case law. I mean, everybody, if you watch it, you know exactly what I'm about to say. You know, like, yeah, I'm thinking the same thing too. Great minds think alike. They're gonna have to find case law to show a freaking sitting acting attorney, head attorney, of getting thrown off and cases being thrown out. Hell, I think I might be able to do that one. I think I might be able to do that one. Let me see. Let me pause it real quick. So apparently I can't find one. That's the only one. Basically, Drew and them just beat the feds again. Like, let's understand that real quick. Let's understand that fully. Drew and them just beat the feds. And nobody's talking about this shit. This what that money do, bro. This why he's $1 billion lawyer. I always caping for him, man. Shit, what am I supposed to do? The man is good. It's like watching Michael Jordan in his prime and going, yeah, man. Yeah, it's just basketball. No, nigga, this is art. We're gonna see, bro. They gotta appeal this to a higher court, by the way. They have to. Like, the only higher court is the Supreme Court. So, bro, this is interesting because they're gonna have to dismiss this shit. It's tainted. Y'all let me know your thoughts on this, bro. I could go on for hours. Y'all be like, you ain't even talking about nothing. But it's like, bro, do y'all like understand that that attorney, head honcho was not supposed to be there. Bruh, that's like your principal coming in. You got a new principal and he making rules and suspending people and all this shit. And they like, yo, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. And it's like, hold on, bro. You just expelled my son. Nigga, you wasn't even supposed to be here. If that happened, like literally if that happened, don't y'all think to yourselves like, yeah, this principal just expelled my child, but he wasn't even supposed to be the principal here. Hell nah, my child get to come back. What do y'all think? Let me know your thoughts on this, bro. Subscribe, turn on the bell to notify, share to keep your people aware. Win one of these by let me know your thoughts and liking every video, bro. I seen some BS comment, but bro, listen, we are 35K away from that giveaway, man. So here, like I told you, every couple of days we're going up another 1,000 subscribers. So y'all subscribe, turn on the bell to notify. All right, right here to get caught up on the latest. That girl is testifying today. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, it's looking good. So make sure you got it locked. We'll be right back with that. Click on the playlist if you don't want to do all that.